How's it going, YouTube? That Weird Collector here, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Generations Deluxe Megatron mold. So here we have Dreadwing, Megatron, the standard retail release, and this nicely repainted Calvin Johnson Megatron that supposedly went with some pair of shoes. And you can see, first off the bat, there is a problem with this Megatron I have. I'll show you. Be very careful with these pieces. Just a word of warning. You can see there was a little clip there that attached under his wing. I yanked it up too hard and it broke. So now I have to display him looking horrible. Which is why I got these two guys. Dreadwing and I will hence be calling him Galvatron. Because let's face it, Galvatron was purple, this guy's purple. Galvatron in every other season but G1 was a Megatron repaint. This guy's a Megatron repaint. I'm just gonna go with Galvatron. So now detail wise, first off, the retail release, you can see nice red paint apps for the cockpit, a little bit of silver there for the front grille, these little silver vent hoods, and the silver, I don't know what, on the arms, the robot mode arms, but they are the sides of the vehicle. He is supposed to fly, but he freaking looks like a pentagon now. He has to have landing gear, and this is black plastic with a, how well can I show this, metal flake finish. So it's kind of sparkly. And there's a slight flaw on the toy, that visible head syndrome. It's right there. So are the arms. There's no really hiding anything on this Megatron if you don't look at it just from straight on, or not even straight on from the top. Here we have the Calvin Johnson Galvatron, being a purple repaint, with the same silver piece, the same red coloring, and I believe that is Calvin Johnson's signature. I think he signatured every single one of these toys that was made, which is pretty cool. And you can see a nice paneling detail on the wings, translucent purple. And another nice touch is the feet are the same pattern as the shoes that were sold along with this from the pictures I've seen. But again, he's got, this time, instead of pink molded plastic, he's got straight white to lean even more towards Galvatron. And here we have Dreadwing. You can see no silver, but the silver is migrated to this like blade on the front of the wings, which looks really nice. I really like this silver. I'm tempted to paint this front part silver to match this blade section, but I haven't yet. I'm still up in the air about that. You can see his symbol. I'm not sure what that symbol is. He is a Decepticon, but that's some really strange symbol I've never seen. If you know what that symbol is, you can leave a comment down below. I will like that comment, probably. You can see nice black lines instead of the silver for the Megatron mold, or the Megatron version, sorry. And a red transparent plastic. There I go with the MGO things again. But now he is blue, and he has a new head sculpt and black feet. Now shall we get down to transformation? Let's. I will pick Megatron to do on camera. Give me a couple seconds. Alright, now we will transform Megatron. So to start with, you are going to unpeg the arms. And before I start doing this, let me talk about the transformation for a second. It's incredibly simple, but also you don't realize how simple it is the first time you do it. Like, this was one of the first guys I bought when I started Transformers collecting again. And I took him out of the package and read the instructions and was like, how the hell does that work? But after I did it a couple times, I finally got how it worked. So, unpeg these arms. No articulation in jet mode. You can't. Can you even call it a jet? Call it an X-wing or something. I don't know what you call it. A flight mode. Cybertronian flight mode. There you go. He does the landing gear folds away. See? Folds in there. Now you're going to unpeg the legs. Fold it down. And unpeg the other one. Fold it down so that the thighs are straight. And then you're going to fold the leg out, turn it around, and fold the foot out. Again, second verse, oddly, same as the first. Fold out, fold down, fold the foot out. So you have something that looks like that, loosely. You can kind of see a robot forming. You can completely see a robot forming. Then this waist piece is on a double hinge. So bring it down as far as it can go. And you're going to fold this part in front of Megatron's face. Fold this part is on a double hinge. So open it up. How well can you see that? Open it up. And hinge it back so it looks like that. You'll do that on the other side. Fold up. There's a groove designed for it. And then what you're going to do is take the nose piece, and there are two little nubs in there that it's just going to sit in. And there you have most of your robot. Now, fold this back and up. Fold that to the side. And then fold out the wrist. Sorry, legs going numb. And continue. My background is falling down, 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 down. There we go. Again, other arm up to the side and down. And here, if I can get him to stand, is your Generations Deluxe Megatron. And I have a couple issues with this guy. At least this mold of him. I will bring in the other guys. Here is Galvatron. I'll put Megatron back there. And Dreadwing, if I can ever get them to stand. There. Now, my issues with Megatron, as I bring up the wings, is his ball-jointed shoulders are too loose. I mean, I'll show you. Look at that flop. That's some weak-ass ball joint right there. Can't even hold his arm up. Now, we talk light piping. Dreadwing's got some good blood red eyes. which, as you can see, is another issue of getting to light piping. This little back piece here covers up the panel, so just natural light can't really hit it very well. Come on, Dreadwing. I swear to Primus that this joke is getting old. There. And detail-wise, if Galvatron will stand up, put his little body in frame. It's a very nice figure. You can now see come on. The Decepticon symbol has been revealed. And also their little red flecks in his arms to recreate the look of the football again. Not the football. The shoes that he was sold with. But for some reason in the packaging, there is a tiny purple and red football. I got this guy loose, so I did not get that football. But I didn't really want the football because I found him very cheap. And there is a slight issue with this one. Is his waist section tends to come loose, which is annoying. I've only had him for a couple hours now. But he's still my favorite of this mold. And Dreadwing is all blue. Imagine, I don't know who you imagine who has this particular shade of blue. But he's got a really dark blue with like a freaking neon blue. And dig! My camera's too close. I'm sorry, I need a new camera. Kick Galvatron out of the way. This joke is getting old. Come on, guys. Like I freaking told them off camera that you're gonna have to stand on a really weird surface, and they didn't feel like listening to me. And yes, I talked to my toys, but I'm pretty sure most toy reviewers talk to their toys. There we go. You can see the nice black details on his upper thighs, his shoes, not his shoes, his feet, and his new head, which is much better than the Megatron head. And since I'm here, I'm going to show off the gimmick of the wings as Megatron falls down. So, I just have Dreadwings, but they combine by 2 pegs. And then this, if I can get it up. No, make your own jokes. I'm not making that joke for you. There. And that's the handle. And this has a little bit of automorph function. So you pull these back, and holy crap, it's a cannon. He pegs into that hole that nobody knew what was for before. For before. And now you have an arm cannon. I will do that with all of them. Megatron's transparent purple. Same deal. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is supposed to represent his fusion cannon, which I think is on the wrong side. I'm not sure. But look, he can't even hold his arm up. He can hold it there, but nope. And with Galvatron, you see, again, I love this detail. Love that little cybernetic patterning. Blah, 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 that's not a word. Pattern. Reminds me of like 3D space of like when Megatron was turned into Galvatron and like that little cube design was in the background. And I love that. But there, it also represents its fusion cannon, which Galvatron had a version of. So now articulation on this model head on a ball joint, it's very tight. It's a very tight ball joint. And before I forget, blood red eyes I will try and get light piping. Yeah, it's not going to work. But there is another problem, because I keep forgetting things. His legs are hollow, and his back is kind of hollow due to transformation. They bulk out the top without thinking of the rest of them. And his giant gorilla arms. Yep, this is a thing. He can totally do the conga. But articulation, as I said, head, ball joint, shoulders, ball joint, bicep swivel, elbow hinge, wrist. I'll let you in on a little something. I hate this kind of hand. Like, it's cool, he can hold weapons in it, but you try and hit somebody and it just goes back in, and that bothers me to no end, which is why I don't play with this mold very much. Like, I get it, I play with it, and then I just leave them. Hips, ball joint, nice range of motion on them. Thigh swivel, I guess. Upper elbow swivel. That far of a knee due to transformation. Foot can go that straight down for some nice toe action. You can totally be like stepping on some foolish Autobot while shooting another one with his fusion cannon. That's gonna get really boring really fast. And he's got a tiny amount of heal, which he has a hard time standing on. That about does it. I think that was everything. Gratuitous double fusion cannon shot in 3, 2 and a half. 1 double fusion cannon. That looks pretty badass. Final thoughts? Should you pick up this mold? No. And I say that for a reason. My reason is the war for Cybertron, Megatron, is a lot better than this. I don't have the figure yet, but I so want it. This guy's good if you just really want a Megatron for your collection. Dreadwing's pretty cool, but I recommend if you're looking for a Dreadwing just for character basis, go with the RID Voyager Dreadwing. Go hunt him down. He's a better figure. And this Galvatron, I think everyone should have a Galvatron. You hear that, Hasbro? You need to make a proper Generations Galvatron. The world needs more Galvatron. That's all I need to say about that. Oh, I did forget a little bit of molding in detail. there's an M for Megatron molded in the front of his head. Right there, there's an M. That looks awful. Him too. But there's a lilac Decepticon logo. This is why if you had to pick, if you're gonna buy this mold, either go for this guy because it's a better head. There is an M on the side skirt pieces. But go with this one or go with Galvatron. But take my word for it, and please don't go for the Megatron. Go for a better Megatron. Go, heck, even go for the Generations Voyager Megatron, which is just a bludgeon repaint. Like, even that guy looks much better than this particular Megatron. So, that about wraps it up. I have been That Weird Collector, and these have been the Megatron mold. So, as usual, like, subscribe, favorite, comment. Check me on Facebook. Check out my DeviantArt. That about sums it up. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.